Hey phone dogs, BoHD here, and recently the Amazon Fire Phone dropped to 99 cents with a 2-year contract, and so I thought I would revisit this phone to see if it's worth the price drop. Now this video is inspired by the article Phone Dog Evan wrote on phonedog.com, so if you'd like to read that article, I'll leave the link for you to do so down below. It's definitely worth checking out. But if we go ahead and take a look around the Fire Phone, I actually find the hardware to be one of the greatest selling points of the phone, believe it or not. It has a nice rubber coating around the sides to give it some added grip when you're holding it in the hands, and I'm actually a fan of the glass back cover of the Amazon Fire Phone just because it's different and feels premium in the hands. I mean, we see so many various plastic back covers on devices that it just gets really old, and honestly, the glass back on the Amazon Fire Phone is a really nice refreshment. It's a tad bit slick, but it looks and feels like you're holding a premium device. I mean, if the rubber grip around the sides blended in better with the glass, it would make the device look better overall, but it serves a purpose, so it's not too bad. Now, as for the rest of the phone, that's where things really start to go downhill. The display is decent, it doesn't look too bad, nor does it look all that great. Same with the processor speed. I mean, it rocks a Snapdragon 800 processor, which does a pretty good job running and closing applications, but it really doesn't do that great of a job when the software on the Fire Phone is so crummy. It's way too congested with all sorts of menus and strange gesture controls to activate the menus. I mean, it's still just really a mess despite some of the updates Amazon has made to it since its release. I mean, the bottom line is that this phone is mediocre at best, like I mentioned in my review. Honestly, the major selling points of this phone is still the 3D dynamic perspective mode, which looks pretty good and is pretty darn cool to show off to people. For example, I actually showed it off to my little cousin and his friend, and they were just mesmerized by it. There's really no question it'll impress people simply because there's no other phone that offers a 3D display that works as well as the Fire Phone. But if we talk about how practical and useful it is, I mean, that's where things start to go downhill again because there's really no benefit from the 3D feature besides the fact that it looks good. And if there's no benefit from arguably one of the best selling aspects of the phone, then is it really worth the 99 cents plus a 2-year contract? Which is very misleading, by the way, since you still have to pay off the phone in monthly payments, which is what you do when you sign a 2-year contract. So yes, it's still better than the $199 plus a 2-year contract, but ultimately, it's still too pricey for it to be a good deal, and for it to really outcompete the other devices on the market. And so with that said, that is my take on the Amazon Fire Phone and its price drop. I want to know what you guys think of the price drop on the Amazon Fire Phone. Is there a special feature that makes the price worth it? Let me know by leaving a comment down below, but as always, I'm BoHD from phonedog.com. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. See ya.